Let's face it, when you think about everything, and it comes down to one thing, what the heck are we doing here, and what is the reason for us being here, and what is life all about, and how long is it, and how short is it? I'll tell you what I think. I think I don't even know anymore. I've tried everything to do. I've read everything, I've listened to everything, I've watched everybody, I've listened to everything, and I've seen everything, and I'll tell you what I've come up with. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And everything that I think I've come up with, I've lost anyway. And everything I've lost, I don't think I want to come up with again, because it's really not worth carrying around. It's like spare baggage. You know what spare baggage is? I'll tell you, it's our thoughts. Let me tell you something about everything that I've thought about, and I'll tell you what it is. You know, everybody thinks that there's a God. Let me tell you something, there may not be a God at all. You know, it may just be words and thoughts and things like that everybody has come up with, you know, to make you feel better about anything that you do in life. You know, you might be walking around, you might feel guilty about something. What do? You pray to God. Well, let me tell you something. It may not work at all. You may be praying to yourself. Maybe you're God. Maybe there is no God at all. Maybe there's nothing outside of us but one big nothing. And maybe if there's nothing like that out there inside like that, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Who are you taking care of? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you taking care of others? You know what? Maybe the Ten Commandments were a bunch of bullshit. Maybe Moses went up to the hill and he just thought about all this stuff and he came down, gave it to the Israelites, and the Israelites decided to follow. It may not be the way it is. Sometimes what you got to do is you got to challenge everything. You've got to question. You've got to figure out exactly what it is that's really true in life and like stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, I think I'm getting stuff. You know, my mind works too fast, my mouth works too fast, and I think I'm in cartoons and Bluto and Popeye and Mickey Mouse and all those other people. Well, let me tell you something. This could be a cartoon too. I'll tell you one of the biggest things I think is a problem. I think words are a big problem. I think yin and yang and right and wrong and good and evil and all these other things are one of the things that trip us up the most. You know what we're always doing? We're always making comparisons in our head. You know, this is good, this is bad, this is good, this is bad. Judgment. You waste so much time judging things, you don't know what the hell you're doing anymore. You know why you don't know what you're doing? You're not spontaneous. You've lost all your spontaneity. You know why you've lost your spontaneity? Because you think you gotta do things just by the book. Everything's gotta be the book. You gotta think by the book, you gotta act by the book, you gotta dress by the book, you gotta think by the book, you gotta do everything by the book. And you know what the book is? The book is empty. There's nothing in the book but a bunch of words, and words don't get you anywhere. This is a very important point. You know why it's so important? Because everything that we're living on and we're based on is based on thought and forethought and afterthought and post-thought and pre-thought and time, past, present, future, and all these other things that trip us up. What's wrong with just being and just standing around and doing nothing sometimes? I'll tell you what's wrong. We've been taught in this culture to do. Run here, run there, do this, do that, accomplish this, accomplish that. Goals. You know what goals do? They make you crazy because you don't have enough time to do anything else for yourself. You don't have time to sit and play with the kids. You don't have enough time to think. You don't have enough time to sit. Just sit, do nothing at all. Just sitting there and thinking, taking in reality is in it. What is reality? I don't know what reality is. Do you? Well, if you did, maybe you could help me out with this problem, but the problem is I don't even know, and you don't even either. You think reality is dating, you think reality is TV, you think reality is clothes, you think it's cars, you think it's women, you think it's men, you think it's drugs, you think it's this and that, and it's sex, it's orgasm, it's nothing, it's none of those things. Reality just is a thing it is, and you know, reality could be out of the body, it could be in the body, out of the body, it could be somewhere else. Maybe it's not anywhere. I don't even know. What are you in right now? Do you know what you're in? What kind of medium is this? Are we in heaven? Are we in hell? Is there anything like this anywhere else? Is life a garbage? Is life just something that came out from garbage? Did somebody jettison their garbage on this planet like the short story said, the science fiction story said, and what we happen to be and what reality is, and our culture is all spun from garbage? I don't know. Maybe we're maggots. Maybe we're not even the real people. Maybe we think we're people. Maybe we're insects. Maybe we look like people, but we're not. We're really insects. Well, I don't know. Do you? Well, let me tell you something. If you know, give me the answer. But I don't have the answer. Maybe you can find the answer. You know, it's all like a cartoon to me. Bluto, Popeye, Mickey Mouse. I keep saying that, don't I? You know why I keep saying it? Because that's what reality is really like to me. It's like one big fat cartoon. Warner Brothers, Woody Woodpecker. How do I know?